Yo! Good evening, everybody. Everybody. Must remember that B. It's not every waddy. Every shawaddy waddy. How is everybody today? I hope we're all well. If you'll excuse me, I just need to send some naughty pictures to someone. Actually, they're not naughty pictures at all, are they? They are nice pictures. No one would send naughty pictures. We have to tell the world that we're now online. Right. There we go. We are done. What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know. I have dug a few things out of hello? Few things out of the cupboard. Most notably, I have found some yellow ink. Well, I went in the shop to buy some Lamenter's yellow or whatever the yellow glaze is. They didn't have it. So I dug in my cupboard and I found these. The world's oldest yellow inks. They both look intact. This is a 12 miller. This is a 12 miller. Made in France. And I'm wondering just how well they're going to hold up. They look alright. They look alright. This one looks particularly nice. That's probably the older one in this white top. We also have orange juice on standby, or it could be a glass of Avaland Sunset, which I'd like to drink. On another note, someone sent me a snotty message today saying they didn't like the fact that they had to wait a few seconds for the stream to start. Now, I can't remember having that. Oh, I've done it. That much time to wait, but maybe we did, you know. So anyway, this bit is now done. I don't know if you've been here watching us paint this thing. So we can now start adding some bits to it. I've been looking forward to this for rather a long time. My painting rig here is bent. Let's sort that out first. I've got something hanging around over here. I need a big tidy up when this is done. So we're going to go back to the start. And then we're going to see that the first part that we stick on is this crotch piece, which is ready. Rather than smear your piece, this crotch piece. So here we go. We can now attach the crotch piece to the Titan. And I have my blue tack back. Thank you. Thank you. Always someone out there trying to steal your blue tack. And what I'm going to do is, they say don't use plastic glue for this bit because it'll melt the paint. Fuck off. I ain't going to do shit. It's going to be marvellous. I ain't using no super glue. However, I don't have my... Did I just swear? I do apologise. I don't normally swear on this stream, do I? Very bad. I don't give a fuck. Right, so we're going to scrape off. I'm in one of them moods today. A bit of the paint where it attaches. See, that's all we've got to do. We don't have to use that horrible old super glue. Then we see we've got a little bit of blue tack left in his crotch piece. Jesus! What is going on there? Remember that day I kept dropping stuff? Must have that. Is it dyspraxia? Which is clumsyitis. Anyway, let's stick this mofo on. So we need glue for this. I always find glue helps with sticking things. So I'd tap his crotch there like so, and on the inside of his crotch piece, and then it should fit on there lovely as a jubbly. We just Make sure it is flat. And there we go, a finished Warlord Titan. That is 8. That's 8. That's done. Right. We need some more Overland Sunset. I've also got... I dug out some Amarillo Dorado. Can you show me the way to Amarillo Dorado? No. To test out. Because it looks like it kind of matches Imperial yellow a bit. Maybe it's a bit too yellow. But you can't get a colour like Imperial yellow. Got a mix between them two. I don't know. We'll try that in a minute. That there. Right, so we've got his crotch piece on. And after that, we're going back to the start kind of thing here, aren't we? And then we get to attach his 4 ankle supports, leg warmers. I don't know what you want to call them. Where are they? So we painted those a long time ago. I don't know if you'll remember. So we're going to pull those off. Oh dear. Look at that. We've got a melter. They're all going to be like that, aren't they? Luckily, I don't care about blue tack. Blue tack does not concern me, Admiral. Oh dear. Oh dear. I think that was a Worms quote, if anyone remembers Worms. Oh dear. Well, we'll get stick that out of the way. Back on the box. And then what we'll do, we'll get our lump. And we'll start doing some squishing. Like so. And that should attach itself to all the blue tack and peel it off for us. Works almost every time. I like saying almost. And if it pulls any paint off, then we've got battle damage. There we go, you'll never see the inside of that, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. That's alright. That's fine. That's okay. Should we do a bit of Bob Ross? And then we're just gonna dab that in there. It's up to you where you put that little doodah. I've been watching Bob Ross, and I have to say, I am thoroughly impressed. I've never seen the man before, and I quite enjoy it. There we go. 2 little ankles. But I thought it was very good. The way he does it in what looks to be real time really impresses me. Not like, oh, I'm going to finish this bit, come back in half an hour. He's done the whole thing in half an hour. And that is incredible, as a Frenchman might say. Hello, what's that? Got a bit too much over flange hang there. Give it a peely. What the old nails come in handy for. Bit of peeling. Just give it a pale, boy, that'll be fine. This is when I realise, no, we're never going to realise that blue tack's a bad idea. Blue tack is a brilliant idea. Blue tack is amazing. So who we got here tonight anyway at the moment? We are a little bit early. We're a little bit ahead of schedule. But that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. We'll deal with that. So we've still got some bits of mung and scum on the back of here. We'll just poke that. Peel it off. Peel it off, boy. That'll be fine. When our Norfolk accent comes out. Is anyone else from Norfolk? Do you struggle with accent problems like I do? There we go. Give it a scrape. And there you have it. 4 little toes. Let's get these glued on. So how do they attach anyway? Oh shit. I just realised something I did earlier that could have screwed that right up. But we don't have a problem, we're alright. We'll get a gluing boy. We'll dab in his hell. We'll dab on his top piece. And there we have it. One in. I think on the old Warhammer TV he left these bits on when he painted it. And that's fine. I say he. When I say he, I mean that man Duncan. Say a man. He might be a legend or a god. It's nice to finally be getting this thing together after all those days of it being in bits. But they always seem so much more fun when you get to this stage, the actual putting your sub-assemblies back together. Always a bit fiddly though, isn't it? There we go. There's one leg done. Now we shall move on to the second foot. What's after this anyway? Ah, those funny bits. Right. Here's where these things stick again. Yeah. It's like something out of the Thing. I do apologise for my sound effects today. I think they're very good. Some people would pay to hear sound effects like that. Look at that. Got a cheese string attached to it. Does anyone remember cheese strings? I do, and I liked them. Okay, and now we're gonna give it the old poke. Get it to suck the old suck his oh, what is it with sucking? His blue tack off. Sucking his blue tack off again. There we go. See some bits we're going to need to peel, but that's alright. We handled the peel in quite well in the last session of Peel My Toe, starring the Warlord Titan. Oh, this Titan doesn't have a name, does it? My name is Titanius Maximus Decimus Meridius Mon Moximus. Or Titan, for short. Right, there we go, it's my little blue tack grabber. What we have to do, you see, give that a little scrape on there. Oh, we're actually well ahead of schedule tonight, everybody. This is fantastic news. That means we can all have a few more minutes more. A few more minutes more. Good use of English there. I'm using the old fingernail to scrape the back of his toes. Obviously that's important. I can't believe I nearly cocked up this whole thing by putting his toes in wrong. But yeah, I want to make his toes point outward a bit, and then finding out that wouldn't have worked at all. I'd have had to be toeless. I'd have to cut off the bleeding bits. I don't know what would happen. I dread to think. Smear your piece. Bung his hole. Oh, I'm not someone just accelerate past my window at high speed. There we go, is that in? Yeah, if we stuck it in the hole properly, we have. We mustn't get the old polystyrene cement mixed up with my drink, else I might stick my guts up. And I can't imagine that being nice to anybody. Right, we have fate attached. Attache's fate. And I'm happy with it so far. Not overly happy with this gold colour here, but you know, we're not going to worry too much. If we keep worrying about everything, we'll never finish the damn thing. We'll take that as part of the learning curve, I feel. 4 and 5 is our next part. And they are... Oh, hello. These bits here. 4, 5, 4 and 5. So apparently, word on the street is you can't get these. What is going on with this blue tack today, huh? It's very sticky. Normally my blue tack is just like mildly attached. Today it is quite well stuck. That's alright. Mustn't worry. I mean, we might have to do a little goldy touch up at the end, but I'm hoping we don't. See, the inside of these are a bit of the manky persuasion. As my friend at work always would say, when something's hidden up, they'll never know. They'll never know. We're going to go with that mantra today. They'll never know. There we go, that'll do, I reckon. That one side is done. That side's got a bit of mung on it. Peel his mung off. So 4 is this side. So these come up his front, apparently. I'm just doing a bit of dry fit in here. Gonna fit like that, apparently. Word on the street. And the flat bit definitely goes at the front, does it? Yeah. Alright. We'll run with that. If it's a mistake, then I'm gonna blame someone else. Plop that down, stick it back in the hole, There we go. One pace on. And then the other side. Oh, this is going to be rather awkward, I feel. We like a bit of awkwardness, don't we? Got it, got it, got it. Oh, yes. Happy days. Da-da-da-da. You stuck it on with no problems. And we have a leg, which is looking done. Okay, what's next? The other 4 and 5. We can do that. We can do this. I have got the itching of the head. Got to try and peel these off. This blue tack, how dare it be sticky? Look at it. Big old lump there. Go on, get off. Must do like some sort of set overnight or something. The time they don't buy, they don't seem to do that. There we go. It's the odd multi-dab speed technique. Always works, I find. Guess I use it for the first time. Multi-dab, multi-dab, multi-dab. Right, that's gonna have to do. And the other side. Just pull that off there. Bit the old thing again. Do love the thing. I don't know if tonight you'll notice I'm wearing this very fetching olive drab t-shirt. Which says Original Tokyo Marcel's Frozen Groceries, perhaps. Oh God, I was going to swear then, but we don't like swearing on here. Because we have to remember we are live, so we're not allowed to say fuck or shit or anything like that. There we go. And these places go in the same place as the other, I reckon. Yes. They fit quite nicely. Sweet. There we go. Both legs are assemble. But he's got his flares on anyway. feel like we're finally starting to get somewhere. You can see that. I'm happy. I'm happy. Let me just put this glass somewhere out of the way. The glass shatters in my face. What's next? Oh, head, shoulders, knees and toes. Big old bits. Are these sided? Yeah. Oh. We get choice. Do you want to put that? Oh, will you bugger off, blue tack? Must be like cheap shit. Excuse my language or something. Blue tack doesn't normally stick this well. So my query is, oh dear, that's alright, it will come off. Just wrestling with a bit of blue tack here. Right, so the options are yellow on the inside or yellowy bit on the outside. So this is the option with it on the inside. I think the inside probably looks better. We'll try it on the outside. Oh, I don't know though. On the outside it does match the other part of those legs, which I think looks quite fetching. Yeah, we're going to go for the outside. Sod it. Okay. So going for, I don't know if anyone's out there wants to help me pick. We have options. Do we go for the stripy yellow and black on the outside of the leg or the inside of the leg? Hello, Mr. Brooks. How are you? I think the outside of the leg gives it that little bit more visual interest, I think is the word. Maybe. Let's get the old knee pieces on first. Yeah, I am very well, thank you. I've had a wonderful day at work. What about yourself? What have you been up to? That's the outside one, isn't it? Push that on there, and that is attached. It feels like forever ago we were building this thing. The basing and stuff. What happened with the spider bite in the end? I think that's meant to go on further. It doesn't want to go on there further. Oh, that'll be alright. As my old friends say, they'll never know. Right, knees and toes. We've done the toes, there's just knees. An oozy infection. Is she alright though? Right, I just need to take a little picture. Uzi. Uzi 9mm, perhaps? What is this? What is this here? Right, what's next? Let's get these bits stuck on. I can't believe I've been doing this for how long it is already. It's crazy. Does this just stick on? Well, they go on ever so easy. For the most part. Ain't no one want to be bitten by a spider. Oh, it's got attachments there as well. So just dab a dob a dab a glue on them. Isn't it very hard to speak? There we go. One knee done. 12 pulls a day? Pills. Well, I guess that's a typo. I thought for a minute, like pulls, I thought he meant as in pulling the venom out. Yeah, we've got to go back in, suck some more venom out. Did that go in first time? Wow. Can't complain about it first time. There we go, he's got his flares on. Looks alright so far, I feel. I'm happy enough. What's next? Head, we've done that. Oh! Why haven't we done those bits yet? We were supposed to have done those a long time ago. Oh, oh well. We'll get these bits stuck on. Then we'll go back and do those then. So it turns out we've got to put his headgear on next. I think. Yeah, man. Headgear. Thank you very much. I'm quite happy with it so far. There's a few niggles, but normally I find when you have a niggle, you forget it where it was, and then you see in just the little issues to begin with, and then it's hard to see it as an actual whole. Which way up do these go? This is when I find out I've glued it all together completely wrong. That way is that side, so that one's that side, okay. So these should slot in that bit. Yeah, we'll go with that. Give it a little shake and bake. And then it doesn't stick. Is that it? Is that where I want it to be? I don't know now why, but like the head area, because it's round and it's all built around the circle, it reminds me of a washing machine. I'm not convinced it's supposed to remind you of a washing machine. There we go. Okay, now we've got to do these bits. We split them up. And we can do them on their own individual nub. Stay on there. And we need another one. We'll use this one. There we go. Right, it's time to whip out the old gold. Let's glue away for a memento. We should be using this gold, don't we? It's almost as if half the colour scheme is gold. Where is it? Where is it? Where's the gold? Hiding. I'm feeling a bit hungry today. I'm looking forward to my dinners. This bloody salad again. Salad! Sick of salad. Never mind. I'm sure there are other people in the world who get to eat something nice. This green film. Where does this green come from? I haven't even been using green. Just slide on over. Oh, Khan. Haven't thought about dinner yet. How can you go through a day without thinking about dinner? It's one of the most important things in the day. sure I'm actually under the camera here. I might get another snotty message. Why is it worrying you? Oh, it was worrying so you hadn't been thought about it. Well, it's done now. One can relax and chill. What sort of pills do they give you to deal with that? I can't remember the name. Who knows? Is it like a steroid they give you? Antipuritics. I have never heard of those. God knows. I imagine that's the sort of thing they would have in these countries where you might get bitten by nasty little bleeders. Potent antibiotic. It's quite possible. I'm not an expert in toxins and the like. There we go. They need to dry and then I can attack that. See, I'm not 100% happy with the gold up here. I think I might do a thin glazing coat, as it were, just to knock that shading back a bit. I think it's just a little bit too dull up there on the top. We'll use the old dab dabby dab technique. There we go. Much more pleasing to the eye, I feel. Oh, from the ooze and the pus. Mmm, yum. That sounds wonderful. Ooze and pus. It stinks. Oh! Yeah, no one wants a stinky old flesh wound. My flesh wound stinks. What's next? Right, now we've got to do those bits on the top. I just wanted to glaze this with my funny yellow colour. It needs another coat of the old, what do I call it, paint now? Ava Land Sunset. Does anyone know anyone called Ava? It's hers apparently. And then we've got to do the opposite number, which is this piece. There we go. Ah, wrong brush. Gives you a case of the old squitties. Oh, the rapid squids. Is it something you could go canoeing down rapids? Are they that rapid? Are they white water rapids? Don't need to do that, Pix. It's got to be inside the gold. I've just had some of these pills. It sent me white water rafting. Oh yeah, I get what you mean. Give me the anal rapids. Oh dear, she was most taken aback. Alright my man, have fun. Right, that one can go to the side while that dries. These are brushed to some of this gold over here. I don't know what these little things are on the inside of this logo. Some weird little detail bits in there. Don't know what they are. There we go. Quite a fun little part to paint. The outside bit. That's already done. Almost like I was prepared. Marvellous! So those two can go back to the side. These two can have their wash. Actually, what I'd quite like to do we have the four corners of doom after this. Is this dry? It's as dry as it's ever going to be. Just need to change my water. Hold on, world. Right. We now have a moment of truth coming up. I really want something I can use as a palette. I have just the thing. I don't have just the thing. I have just the thing. Don't have just the thing. What have I got in my drawer? Still there. Aha! I have the perfect palette for what we want to do. It's got a base. That will work wonders. All positive thinking. It's going to work wonders. Then we're going to get our yellow ink from 1942. Oh, and struggle to get the lid off. Because the last person apparently thought it would be a good idea to glue the lid on. Well, this is going to be fun. Let's play the old tap game. Oh, lid, you will come off. You are not stuck on forever. If I take this back to Games Workshop and say I can't get the lid off, you reckon they'll replace it? I've had it in my shed. I can't do it. I can't do it. I give up. I give up. I think I broke my wrist doing that. I'll smash it up. Alright. Second option. This one. This is yellow ink 6167. I got this in a big box of paints when that big box of paints didn't cost like £6,000. We need to get a few drops of this, if I remember correctly. Then we do 1, 2 drops. So how many waters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I can't remember. I'll get my special wash brush. See, anyone that remembers, this is what inks were. And now that would be Lamenter's yellow. Yeah, I can put it on my whatever colour that was I'd used. What colour was it? What's the yellow base colour? Avaland Sunset. That's it. There we go, and we're now tinting it into a much nicer yellow. But we have to do it in very thin layers, otherwise it just pulls up like a wash. And we don't want wash, we want a glaze. My man always taught me thin layers and then thin layers with a hairdryer, build her up. And that's what we're going to do. Look, it's already a nicer yellow. That's a lovely, that's a washed yellow. Oh, hey. Well, I think that'll do for that. It's still a bit wet. It's still wet! What are we going to do? How dare you still be wet? That means my glaze is probably a bit thick. Right, it's still a bit wet. I can see some wetness in there. Okay. I'm going to do a second coat on this yellow, just to give it some vibrance. I'm going to cross into the black, just so we don't miss any. Because on the black it'll just look like it's a bit glossier, which I'm fine with, because once we hit that with the old matte varnish, it should be quite nice. Yellow really is the colour of woe for me. I don't paint it enough. Although back in the day, back in like 1922, when I used to paint Imperial fists, I didn't struggle with it. But I think you get the hang of it, don't you, after a while. And maybe I should paint some more Imperial fists to get my hang back. There we go. There's a colour. I feel that'll do. Move my little palette over there. We'll reuse him later. We shall continue with our gold trim. Well, we can't trim him until the gold trim is done. So he's going to have to go at the side. We could wash these two bits and get that done, couldn't we? Well, what are we going to do? I know what we can do. No, I can't. Yes, I can. No, I can't. I don't need that yellow wash anymore, so we ain't got to worry about our colours. So what I'm going to do is make some more of our magic gold wash, which consists of Drechy Violet, or Drucky Violet, or Drachai Violet. I always clip that down at the end, like the next day. And Agrax Earthshade. So we're going to do 2 to 1 on that, but first we have the Samba de Amigo. And that's always fun. There we go. That is our Amigo's Sambad. We'll move this thing out of the way. This is going to cause a headache later on, I know. And then we need 4 purple. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're doing 2 to 1. So any mathematicians here like to tell me how many we'd need of the brown to go? Well, the answer is 2. The 2 to 1. Because that'll be half the 4. 1, 2. There we go. So if that's taught anybody any maths today, I'm very pleased to have been of assistance. Let's gold him up. So he's ready, and he is ready for his gold wash. I'm not. I don't have my brush ready. I can't believe we've been going for an hour already. This is crazy. Right, mix him up. Can you see that on palette cam? Can you even see that? I don't know. I don't know. So we paint our wash on around the edges. I'm not worried about getting it into the onto the red too much, because I feel that gives you a nice sort of dirty, accumulated, filthy stain muck look. I do apologise, I'm off camera again, aren't I? Very unprofessional. Sack me. There we go. Again, I always like to bob my knobs as well afterwards. So bob the knobs. There's a knob, there's a knob, there's a bob the knobs. 10 internet cookies to anyone who knows what the knobs are that we're bobbing. When you bob your knob, we're just going to go around the outside, mate. For some reason, all of a sudden, we turned Australian there. And we're going to speak with an Australian accent for the next 10 minutes. If anyone could tell me why, then I'd like to know. But I'm not Australian, far from it. I don't know, what am I running on about? I reckon there's something in that yellow ink that makes you feel quite what? Why does that look glossy on the monitor there? It's not glossy. Not glossy. There we go, put the old wash around these bits. There we go, sir. Now I'm going to do round the edges again. Get off there. Yeah. One day we'll finish that Imperial Knight that we started. But this is just too damn important. I mean, who hasn't wanted to paint a Titan before? The trick is not to be light with this, quite heavy. Now we've got a lot of bobs to knob, or knobs to bob. Can't remember the phrase we use now. If anyone out there can remember, please let me know if I was bobbing my knob or knobbing my bob. There we go. Knob all them bobs. Some big bobs to knob. They are bobbed. So they are on the drying rack. Oh wait. I didn't do the edge. What am I doing? Getting carried away. There. Happy with that. Get out! Why is my squirter always in there? Cheesed off with that. Cheesed off with my squirter. Bloop. Right. Time for another photograph. How do I do this? There we go. A bit dark in here. That stuff dries with a funny effect. I bet our gold has gone off, hasn't it? Well, yes, it has, thanks. Best we get some more then. Where's the gold paint? Why is it always the gold that goes... There it is, missing. The old shake and bake. I have to do 2 coats of this because we have a swapped colour on the inside. Oh, that one might be dry. No. I do the red trim on that other one though. Gold trim on those other parts. There we go. This is the one I said we probably need 2 coats of gold, isn't it? Already looking better. Okay, while we're here, we'll trim out this red one. Welcome to the clothes show. This week, Boy George dresses in a bin liner. David Bowie wears a fiberglass waistcoat. And Right Said Fred show us their outfits from their new music video. Right, this is going a bit too well again. It's always a worry when things go well. You're always waiting for that thing to go. Yeah, like that noise in the background. And cock things up for you. I do like these little birdies on there. We're using the old edge of the brush technique so we can pick up that height. There we go. Should look quite snazzy when that's up on. Oh, it's the rear. Huh. Oh, the other one's a blue one, isn't it? Oh, right. I do apologise. I'm itching my crotch. But we can do the next stage of gold on here. I wasn't actually itching my balls, by the way. It was the inside of my leg. I saw a light up over there, but there's nothing there. God knows. Maybe that ghost is back. There we go. Lovely. So all we're doing is we're just re-highlighting the gold apart from the knobs. The knobs and bobs will still leave the same colour. Gives us some double shade, I call it. Double shading. Does that term exist? And if not, why not? Well, I guess we've just invented it. I talked to my friend Lee today at work. He's been watching a stream. Hello, Lee. And he said my palette looked far too dirty. And I'd have to say I disagree. I'd like to say that is a proper artist's palette. A clean palette is someone who hasn't been working hard enough. That's my excuse. He also said there wasn't enough chat. So I'm trying to chat more now, but I find it very difficult chatting to myself. I mean, some people will harp on all day that stuff they've done. What we could do is pets and animals could be today's topic. Hold on a minute, I've just realised something I haven't done. I forgot my drink. Those two bits are ready for their next round. We've forgotten the drink. That's the most important part of the day. Today we have Copperberg. It's a shame old Tobias isn't here because he'd be telling me. This is Swedish rubbish apparently. But I think it's the most amazing cider any man could ever buy. I'm not sponsored by them, by the way, although I should be. I might send them an email. Dear Mr. Copperberg, so far I've drunk one of your drinks on every single one of my streams. I feel this is great advertising for you. Would you like to repay me in free drinks? And he'll say, yes, Marcel, that's a wonderful idea. I'll get right on that and send me a bomb. Maybe. That's better. I wonder if I'm addicted to it. I hope not. So this one's ready for his repaint. You've got to be careful you don't paint over your knobs or your bobs. There's a line around there. We'll try and keep that intact. I say try. Done. Gonna give that other one a second coat of gold. There's some sort of hairy filth in there. Must have been accumulated in my brush. There we go. If, the Brooks returneth. How are we? Did you have a nice dinner? We haven't achieved a huge amount since you've been gone. Weird. But we are about to do another wash on this, and this. First, we need another drink. Just trying to see how well that autofocus is working. Doesn't look too bad. Steak and ale pie. How do you do this to me? You can't sit there and have steak and ale pie, one of my favourite ever meals, when I have to have an effing salad. I want steak and ale pie, man. I want steak and ale pie. I want it now. Ugh. What can I do? I really want steak and ale pie. What was I doing anyway? I've completely lost my train of thought. I know what we're doing. It's magic wash time. It's alright. That's one of my favourite foods. Oh, steak and ale pie. It's amazing stuff. I'm going to use my dirty, filthy wash brush. I'm going to wash the dirt and the filth. How is your oil drum base coming along, Mr. Brooks? I've been watching that. I thought it looked quite professional. That'd be nice. It'll probably be at Bugsman's Bar, won't it, if that happens? One day I'll try and get myself to old Warhammer world again. If they let me in. We know you. Bad influence on the community. Outside. This apparently was a yellow paint once upon a time. Okay. That's done. We'll leave him down there to dry. And now he's got his hoodie. Has anyone invented a Titanicus hoodie yet? So on the hood you have this T shape. It's alright, isn't it, up there nowadays? Have you been since their big refit? Which was about 3 years ago? 2-3 years ago? Ah, 15 years ago. Yeah, it's all changed now. It's a lot better nowadays. There we go. There's his hoodie painted. We better see around the edge. Although I think that's where it attaches. One hoodie complete. The Titan's hoodie. Sounds like a child's book. The Titan's new hoodie. I'd buy that book. Could get it on a Kindle. It's doing weird things today, this wash. Warhammer stories. Yes, there is. There's a big deal about these new Warhammer stories for kids, isn't there? These Warhammer adventures. Have you seen those? That were oh, what were they? Oh, they were like shown off recently, and there's a big uproar by the community saying it's not child friendly, this universe, but they were books for children, and they literally looked like things like Necron's Day Out. Let's get quite a few dabs on there. I'd like this to be quite well washed. The new Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. What's that then? Shite? Why? There we go. That piece is also done. 3 more panels that we can attach now. Pass me a link. Alright, I'll have a little goosey gander at that. Need to make some more of my special wash. Okay. So can we all remember how to make the special magic wash? No, I hear you say. Is my finger dry? Testing the dryness of the palette. Seems alright. Magic wash. Purple and brown. Samba de amigo. And we get those thingies, 2 of these. 1, 2. I would put it in my other palette hole, but that one's still a bit wet and that's gonna go funky. Not that one. Oh, I used the wrong one, never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chuck it in. We got our special wash brush and we are ready to wash the magic gold wash. Got golden axe, that's what this music sounds like to me. Don't know if it is golden axe. An expert gamer would know the answer to that. This one might need a double wash. It's quite thin. Our list of washers grows thin. A liquid crack, and that'll be Rockstar energy drinks, if I am not mistaken. There we go. Of course it is, of course it is. Right. Up next, that one dries. I think we can start sticking our bits on. No, it's still a bit wet. So in the meantime, we can... We may be sticking our head on yet? No. We have these side panels are on, and then these two side panels are being worked on, and after that it's the side. So all of those yellow and black ones, I've got a lot of work to do on those. All I've done is mark them out. No, look, a mess. Look at that. You can see here a mess. Everyone likes to see a mess. Yeah. This will be alright to fix. All we need is some... Hang on. Oh, that is right. All we need is some black paint, some Overland Sunset, some cider, and a steady hand. We're fucked there. We don't have one of those. What's a steady hand, huh? Tell me. What is this steady hand that you speak of? Teetotal. I don't drink a lot. It's only in these streams for some reason I seem to drink this cider. I had one or two at the Britney Spears concert at the weekend. But you know how these things go. It wasn't my idea to go there, by the way. I was dragged along. But you know, I thought, well, she's got a bit of a name attached to her. It might be an experience. I'll now always be able to say, I saw Britney Spears. You know, and I'm not ashamed much. Honestly. Alright, let's get these marked in. Have you seen a movie called Remember? Apparently it's very good. Someone was telling me at work today. It's about a Auschwitz survivor with Alzheimer's or some other form of dementia. No? Okay. I'll put an end to that one. Why I decided to do these jaggedy stripes, I don't know. We had to match the artwork. However, in the artwork, the stripes are a lot thinner than mine. So, lesson learned. When I've done the jaggedy stripes next time, cut them in half. Alpha, that's the one about the dogs, isn't it? You'll have to let me know what that's like. Bit more water required. Aha! Huge dog. Do you have a dog? Two dogs. What you got? What sort of beasts are these? I do love dogs. A Yorkie and a Shih Tzu. Yorkshire Terrier, I presume. I can't remember what Yorkshire Terriers look like. Is that the tiny little thing? A Rottweiler Cross Mastiff. Where's that gone? It didn't attack any children, did it? Wasn't a baby shaker. A traditional Yorkie. I did not know you could get a traditional as opposed to a non-traditional. Every day's a school day. With the X. Funnily enough, that's where one of my dogs is. They seem to require dogs, don't they, these women? Well, I can't have a dog here anyway. I don't have a garden or anything. I like a dog. I'm happy with my snakes. They can come out. Right, that one's black's kind of done. Put that to one side, and we'll come in with the yellow in a minute. A Doberman, yeah, Dobermans are nice looking dogs. Are you allowed to get their ears pinned anymore though? Because they don't seem to look right to me without the ear pinning. But apparently it's banned to do their ears. I don't know. Last time I had that conversation with someone. They look so much better with their ears done. I guess, oh, I accidentally slipped over with my scissors. We didn't do it intentionally, honest. On both ears. Natural, yeah. Docking is, I think, Dale docking. Is tail docking illegal or is it just frowned upon? I don't know. I mean, we used to, when I was a very small child, used to have Jack Russells and breed them, and all their tails were docked. But that was early 80s. So I guess I've just sort of grown up with it looking like it should be like it. upon, a bit like me. Well, we're getting there. That stripe there is a bit thin. We'll have to thicken him up in a minute. Good old Vallejo black. It's one thing I do like about Vallejo black. It's actually matte black instead of like Abaddon black from Games Workshop. It's like a weird glossy plasticky finish. I do not like that. Don't like that. Oh, we have to start the oven up. Hold on. Oh, we have returned. Yeah, I did like your base. I assume that's all Vallejo. Oh shit, let's start my timer. Excuse me a second. Clock, timer, start. We have 20 minutes left now. Right, where are we at? We've probably just about got time to lock in this yellow. What metallic did you use? Ah, lead belcher. I find it doesn't cover very well for me. Maybe I'm not shaking it up well enough. Whoops, just painted my desk. One day we'll replace the desk. A nice new big one. I didn't want this brush, what am I doing? Oh well, right. What are the new metallic Vallejos? Yeah, we had a chat about metallics the other day. I need a bigger brush. Alright, I do like links. I'll get to learn again. More things to try. One coat. We'll come back and smash that again in a minute. The old zigzags. See, some people are taking the easy option and just doing stripes. I had to be an idiot and do the zigzags. Right. The one that needed filling, isn't it? We're getting there. Stick starting to lift. See my pencil lines through it. Away with you, pencil lines. Luckily these awkward corners are where the washer's going to hit. Old warhammer trinkets, are these of the model variety or are these of the collectibles and tat variety, which is always interesting? Silly accessories. I'm intrigued again. I've got a pair of Space Marine pants. I smell my dinner cooking now. Smells good. Chicken salad again. I need a third coat, you know. Oh, we're getting there. How are we doing for time? Got another. I'm just going to do this last coat of yellow. Then I'm going to call it. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to finish it tonight. Thank you very much. I'll have a little goosey gander at that. Am I going to be jealous of these parts? They really are tat. I can imagine these are going to be amazing. Giveaway stuff. I remember one Christmas, must have been around the time the second edition Imperial Guard Codex came out. So I ordered that from the old online store. And they sent me a Christmas card with the Titan Legions box art on, with the old Imperator Titan and the Orc Great. Are they Gargants or Gargants? How is that pronounced? Yeah, it had that bit of artwork on. Ah, you're always gargant. Yeah, but how have you pronounced that? Is it Garge with a G-A-R-G-E? Or is it Garg? Just Gar, G-A-R dash Gant. Gargant. Is it meant to be like gargantuan? Gargants. Hard G. I don't know what that means. Gargant. Gargant. Gargle. As in gargle. There we go. I mean, this isn't perfect stripes. Once you get them at the old tabletop distance, you shouldn't know that they're not perfect. Hopefully there'll be many other problems with it to notice. Gargant. Gargle on the gargant. Right. That is it. We are done. That horrible glossy effect on there. Hideous. But yeah, tomorrow I get to stick another 3 panels on. That panel will be ready very quickly. These ones will be a bit further behind. But we're doing alright so far. No big problems to report. On that note, I should probably do my yellow glazes while we're here. How much time we got? 3 minutes. Can we do a yellow glaze in 3 minutes? I'm going to say we can. We're going to go for it. Jam it on. A man I once knew taught me to do these yellow glazes. Somebody I used to know, and he used to enter Golden Demon a few times. But now it appears they teach you to do it this way on the Games Workshop how to paint videos online, instead of messing around with around 19,000 different layers of yellow. We'll get a couple of coats of this on and then we'll be done. That's the hard bit done then. Luckily that yellow glaze doesn't actually tint the black, which is handy, otherwise we'd have a right balls up. Gonna get noisy. The stuff does have a nasty glossy sheen to it when it's finished. So I look forward to knocking that back with the old matte varnish. I hate the glossy look to anything. Right, let's get that second layer on. There we go, the second layer of yellow is on. Oh! And the time just ran out. Just like that, that was a perfect timing. Right. On that note, I shall say good night to everybody who's come to watch, and thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go and eat my salad, and I'll be back tomorrow at around 5:30, and we'll get this done. We can't be that far off being finished now. We might even be finished by the weekend. I'll say good night.